Hey everyone, welcome back to my latest video. In today's video, I'll be going over a new game I started to play called Age of Empires Mobile. So you guys probably recognize that name. If you haven't, I don't know where you've been living, maybe under a rock. Age of Empires was actually one of the first games I ever played when I was younger and really got into. So when I saw they had a mobile game, I had to go pick it up, try it out. And in today's video, we'll be going over the game and showcasing kind of what I've learned in the first week of playing the game, what I like. By the way, if you guys want to download the game, I will have a link in the description down below. Go click on it, come join. So Age of Empires Mobile is a war strategy game. It is not exactly like the original game. It's more like Lords Mobile, so similar gameplay, but as you can probably see right now, the graphics are, I don't know, 100 times better. So just scrolling around, this is the castle. So you have your troops that you can build, you have your buildings you can build. So similar kind of style to Lords Mobile, but yeah, like the graphics is just way better. The detail the developers put into this game is just insane. You can tell they really enjoyed making this game just based on that. A couple things I'm gonna go over, not just graphics, but the actual like changing of that, because if you've ever played the original Age of Empires game, you know as you kind of level up, you kind of go through stages. So that's kind of what happens here. So I kind of was saving this in game just to show you guys. So I'm currently in the 3rd age, and I'm actually going to evolve to the 4th age here, and you'll actually see that like things actually change in the game. They change the building styles. They basically change the whole map style of your map. So this is actually the first time I'll get to see it. So going to the 4th stage here. Also, I can unlock tier 4 troops, which I'm a little excited about. So I've been holding off of that because I wanted to make the video about it. But you can see like now the buildings have all changed, but that's not everything. So currently I am playing as a Japanese style, but you can actually change the styles as well from that. So you can actually here, you'll find that I am currently playing as Japanese, and then you can actually switch up to what you want to play as. So if you don't want to play as Japanese, you want to play as Korean, each of them actually have their own bonuses as well. I kind of want to see what Egypt looks like because it's going to be totally different than the Japanese. So let's take a look at Egypt. I actually have a cooldown on this if I want to change, but I think it's just going to change my whole map after this too, because first time I've done, or actually second time I've done this. I think I started as like England or something, but yeah, like now you can see it's now completely different buildings in here. Again, these are aesthetics, but it just adds to the whole thing as like your troops change, your buildings change, everything changes. And another thing I wanted to show you is just the map as well, because obviously there's a map outside your castle. So just like Lords Mobile, everyone has a bunch of castles. There's monsters you can attack, all that other stuff. So I'm just going to show you around the map a little bit and just scroll out here and just keep scrolling out. This map is massive, by the way. So it is a huge map. So you kind of start and you each own little sections here. And then you can kind of conquer your own section, and then they open up over time. So I really like this. I love the gameplay based on that. And obviously, since it is a massive map, you have a lot to explore. I'll go over more of that kind of later on in the video as well, just like guild stuff and all that, how it all works together. But I gotta go over other things like troops and stuff, just because that's the nitty-gritty, especially when I get into the game. I want to know about troops, hero setups, all those things. So I'll go over those, what I've learned so far. So the next thing I need to go over is the troops and the heroes. So this is kind of be your attacking, sort of like monster hunting, attacking castles, joining rallies, doing events and stuff like that. So everything's going to be based around your troops and your heroes. It's not unlike Lords Mobile, except the attacking style is different. You have a lot more control over your heroes. So basically, when you send out your heroes, you have a couple options. You can send one at a time, so you can deploy one troop, and you actually can point them where you want to go. So if you want to go somewhere on the map, you can actually set up them strategically around the map to actually take land or attack castles and kind of flank different things and stuff. You can also have multi-select. So my face is, I think, in front of it. Multi-select here. And basically you can deploy all your troops all at the same time, which allows them to come out of your castle. So you can have 4 marches. For me at this time, you do have to research that. I've been playing about a week. When you start off, I think you have 3. And each of your heroes, I think you start off with 1 in a march, and then you can go up to 2, and then up to 3. I have not unlocked Castle 17 yet. I am on 15, and I'm actually on 15 because I was waiting to showcase the video because I wanted to go up the 3rd age or the 4th age, and I can't upgrade the castle until that. So anyways, so you can actually have up to 3 characters in each. Each has their own skills and stuff like that. So let's say I want to take a look at my main hero, which is Josephine here. It has attack and recovery. So what that means is you have a bunch of skills. The first skill actually heals troops, I'm pretty sure. Oh no, this one deals mites. One of them heals. Yeah, second one heals it, so it's kind of like a attacking and support character at the same time. So that's something you can't do in mid Lord's Mobile. Well, thankfully, you can't heal your troops mid attack. So if you're actually way stronger, you just start healing over their attack. So it's actually pretty cool. That's honestly why I chose this one. And then you can have a second one. And in this, there's no mixed attacks like Lord's Mobile. There's only kind of blast attacks. So you're kind of choosing between, let's say, infantry, you have your cav, your range, and this one's spearmen. So there's 4 different troop types, and there's a countering system as well. So infantry counters spearmen, which counters cav, which counters range, which you need to get your head around that cav counters range in this game, because it took me a little bit, because it's obviously the opposite in Lord's Mobile. So, but yeah, you can see the heroes are actually really good too, like the detail in them. I really do like this because everything's so detailed. They really put a lot of effort into the graphics of this game, which makes it very aesthetically pleasing. So, so let's say I wanted to attack this monster here. This is not a person, this is just how you monster hunt. So you can choose one of your heroes to do that, or you can actually send a bunch of heroes at the same time. And in this situation, I'll just choose my main hero. It says scout at first, but I'm just going to, yeah. I'm just going to deploy. I'm probably stronger than this, so even if they counter me, it's fine. So so that's okay. So I'll show you here just how the attack goes. I'll zoom in here so you can see all my heroes' skills actually get shown on screen here, and you can actually watch the actual attack go on, and you can see like my troops are healing, they're using different skills and stuff like that. I'll have to do a full video on the skills because it's there's way too many details on each skill for me to go over in this video. I'm just trying to do an overview. So I'll go take a look at troops as well. So just so you can see the different troops as well. I've already gone back to Japan because I do like the Japanese aesthetic the best. It's very soothing, actually. So anyways, so if you go into your barracks here, you'll see there's a bunch of different types of troops. I have not unlocked tier 4, have I? Maybe I have, because I just went up to, actually, I did unlock tier 4 because I just went up in age. That's what I was waiting for. So anyways, I only had tier 3 before, so I've trained 36,000, and you can see if you scroll through here, you got your pikemen, your cav, and your range, and you can train all of them at the same time because you have 4 different barracks that train different troops of each, so you don't have to like pick or choose which one to train. You're actually training them all at the same time, which is nice. So so you can actually have 4 marches of different troops because you can't go mix at all in this. It's just blast troops, so you either choose a infantry march, a spearman march, a cav march, or a range march. So that's pretty much. The next thing I wanted to show you guys was the mini games in this game because they're actually really good. So like I said, the devs really put a lot of effort into their games. This first one is probably the least complicated one. This one teaches you how to counter, and it kind of helps me because, again, the counters are different in this game than Lord's Mobile, and anyone new, it would help them as well. So in this situation, you can see that there's 3 different troop types against 3 different troop types. I have 3 marches, so basically all you gotta do is put the one that counters what in front of each other, and that's kind of the best way to do it. Right now, what I really need is a infantry march, because the cav will counter the range, which will be up there, but my spearmen will counter their cav, but then my range is not countering their spearmen. So what I need to do is actually edit my march here, and then that's the wrong one. Where is it? This one. And then put it so it actually attacks the right one. So let's take out those troops and put in my infantry troops. So I'll do that. And where's my other infantry guy? There you go. And then I can switch to swordmen here. My main leader actually can either go range or swordman, as you can see there. So that's actually pretty flexible if you get a double one, because you can actually put one of each. So it can lead either infantry or range. That's something that obviously doesn't work in Lord's Mobile. But in this situation, now I can send infantry against his spearmen. And then I'm trying to I wonder if I can get that to attack the top one, which it won't let me. So I'm gonna have to choose here. So obviously cav on cav. So we'll show you a quick battle here, and it will go ×3. So their range is actually attacking everyone in the back, which is something I don't think you can actually do, but I think it's just because of the mini game. But you see, I am attacking them. They'll go over and kill the range next, while my infantry is countering the spearmen, and then my spearmen or my infantry should go actually hit their one in the back. So it's a very quick mini game. It's just teaching you how to do counters. I really like it just because, especially for new players, it teaches them. And then if you're a Lord's Mobile player, it helps you rethink, because if you're actually on the battlefield and you got to think about counters really quickly and what troops to go attack what, this one will be really good. So the second mini game I'm going to show you is probably my favorite, and let's jump over to that one. So my favorite mini game in this game is actually, they put a lot of effort into this for a mini game, like way more than you would expect for a mini game in a actual game. This one is kind of like Vampire Survivor if you ever played it, but it's a survivor mode that you use your actual heroes from the game to do. And I've got really into it, and I think I'm rank 1 right now in this challenge. So yeah, and I'm rank 1 by a decent amount right now. So again, I really enjoy this. I'm just going to show you quickly. I'm not going to do the whole 12-minute challenge. It also recommends that you have a level 100 hero for this. Honestly, just ignore this, because I got rank 1 with a level 50 hero, so you don't really need it. So so you can just ignore the warnings for that. So if you played Vampire Hunter, it's very similar game. And this one where you can actually just control your character and move around. So on the screen here, you move it around. It does auto attack based on what skills you pick up and everything. And basically you level up as you go. The monsters get stronger and stronger. And the goal of this game is just to survive. But it is actually really well done. It is a full game. It has like, I think there's like 20 different attacks you have with a bunch of passive skills, all that stuff. So whoever designed this mini game, hats off to you. I really enjoy it. I've played way too much of it, probably almost more than the other game. As you can see, I'm rank 1 right now. So, but yeah, you can see you get a new skill, it starts attacking. So I'm not going to go too much more into this, but when you guys jump on the game, definitely try this one. I might even do a whole video on this one just because it is so good. Anyways, let's move over to the last thing, which will be guilds. Okay, so the last thing I want to go over is actually the kind of the point of this game, the main progression of this game, where you're trying to get to when you're playing, because obviously when you play something like Lord's Mobile, you're not just playing to build up your castle and build troops and attack monsters, well, at least I don't. There's actual thing like the Wonder Wars. It's similar in this game, but like way better, and there's much more game progression in the actual map itself, not just certain events. So first thing you got to go over is the guild. So usually to join all this stuff, you need to be in a guild. So obviously being a good guild is very important. So pick your guild very wisely on this. There's a bunch of different stuff in here. One is you get a bunch of guild buildings that give you some stuff. Some of them are just resources, some are attacking, all that stuff. Your guild leader is the one who actually, or the guild leaders are the ones who build these things, and you just kind of help out for that. But obviously when you're trying to take over certain areas in the map, that's when you actually get involved and do the attacking. Also, there's guild research. So if you're in a good guild with good research, you actually get stats. So there's a bunch of different stuff from like research speed ups to like farming speed ups, like gathering resource speed ups, to military as well. It gives you actual stats being in the guild itself. You have loss prevention. So instead of like having all your troops lose and die, you can actually be in a guild, and it'll actually reduce the losses from a battle too. So that's what we're currently doing. There's like attacks and stuff like that. You can see cav attack and defense go up just based on these researches. Obviously, I'm in a new guild. We haven't done a bunch of researches yet. I've only been playing a week, so don't expect us to finish them all, but there's a bunch going on. All you gotta do is donate a couple of resources to help basically get that up, and then you have free stats from that. So let's go to the map, because that will be where I'm gonna show you most of the guild stuff. So in this one, you can see on the map physically, the blue area is what we have taken over. So you build outposts, you take over areas of the map, and you can go towards these different towns and stuff, and you take them over, and basically that's starting the progression. So you start on the outside here in your kingdom, and there's a bunch of other guilds starting in their kingdoms, and eventually those other sides will start opening up. So it's almost like a mini game in the main game, where you start in your own area, then other things open up and you can expand and attack other areas, and you take new areas and stuff like that. And there's a bunch of buildings and stuff that are very important. You can see these big things on the castle or on the map here. These are kind of like the wonders in Lords Mobile, and you're trying to take these over because they're actually like towns that give you stats and stuff like that. So let's take a look at the town, and they put so much detail into these. I don't know who is building all this stuff, but they really spent time making all the towns, everything look really nice, which is I really appreciate that, by the way. So this one gives all troop types defenses. Each of them give their own little boosts. So you actually get military boosts for taking those. Again, like the wonders in Lords Mobile. And they're actually quite massive. And you can defend these towns with your troops and all that. I haven't showcased any attack battles. I may do that later on. But eventually you are trying to get all the way to the middle. Since you start on the outside, you can go into this new one, which has not opened yet, so I can't showcase it because no one can go there yet. We've actually have a plan of where we're going, because they've already put the steps of the outposts we need to put out, and we're trying to make our way to these things. I'm not 100% sure what they do yet, because I haven't even checked it out yet. Let's take a look. Let's zoom in more. Zoom in. Let's see here. So this one, okay, so training speed. So you even get training speed boosts. I assume this one's like some of the castles we've taken already, which give you more stats, which won't let me click on it. There you go. So might damage, so that's just damage for troops and your heroes. And then let's zoom out one more time. This map is huge. And eventually we'll make it all the way over here. And then the middle is, I assume, the main kind of wonder war for our thing, which is the Imperial City, as you can see here, which has not opened, which will not open for quite a while, I assume, since the middle ones haven't opened yet. Again, I'm only 7 days into the game, so I can't tell you exactly what this does yet, but I'm really excited to get here, because it'd be like the Wonder Wars, but I think on a more massive scale, because it'd be a bunch of kingdoms all converging at the same time, and their kingdom, like their guilds and stuff we haven't interacted with yet either, because we can't physically get to the other kingdoms yet, so it'll be really interesting when we get to this, and it's not letting me. I have to get very close in. Sorry, this map is so huge, I forget I have to zoom in. So yeah, I don't know what it does yet, but I'm excited to do that, because that's going to be a Wonder War later on. By the way, if you guys have any questions, let me know in the comments below, because, again, I'm just starting the game, but if you guys want to play it, I will have a link in the description down below as well. And actually, there's one last thing I need to go over, which is an event that's coming up. Hey, the last thing I want to go over is there is a new Snow Festival event going on right now. There's a bunch of prizes to be won and a bunch of stuff you can get in-game to help you out with leveling up. Also, there's a new castle skin that is snow-themed, and there's going to be a new march that is also snow-themed as well. So if you guys want to join, click on the link in the description down below. Come join in the game. If you guys want to know what my guild is, let me know in the comments down below. Other than that, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.